Hello, everyone, and welcome to Royalty, a Guelph Royals podcast where we get the opportunity to get to know our roster and everything happening with the team. I'm Teresa Skubik alongside my co-host Ryan Eakin, and today we're joined by our third baseman, Malik Collymore, who was just re-signed with the team.
Yeah, Malik's been definitely one of the better players in the IBL since he came in last season with Guelph, an all-star at the third base position, as you mentioned, and a big addition to the lineup this season because Malik's just not a guy that can, get on base. He has big-time power, and he's definitely the fastest guy in the league. So definitely an exciting guy to have on today.
Well, like Ryan said, super exciting to have you on today. How are you doing?
I'm doing well. Thanks for having me. Happy to be back with the Royals. Played a couple games and left so far, and yeah, hopefully get back to third base soon. But yeah, happy to be back for the second half of the season, and yeah, ready to go.
Now, I'm sure you know the drill and how this works, but we're going to ask you a couple baseball questions. Then we get into the more fun questions, and it's really just getting to know you. And hopefully you can actually answer all of them. We've stumped some of the guys earlier this year, so hopefully we don't trick you too. But my first question is, what got you into baseball and how long have you been playing?
So I started playing baseball, I think I was 7 years old. I started out playing soccer. And I think I was at my grandma's house one day and I saw my dad had a baseball trophy. He had a bunch of other trophies like hockey, basketball, and just the baseball one just stuck out to me. And I just like after soccer season, I just ran over to my dad and I'm like, I want to try baseball. And then since then, I just kept at it. Played a few other sports growing up. Like I played ton of basketball. I did some skiing, did taekwondo. I did a lot, but baseball was just the one that was always my like number one passion, and it took me the furthest. So I just kept at it.
Yeah, and it took you all the way to end up getting drafted by St. Louis 10 years ago. And given that it's draft week, you may as well look back on that. So, what do you remember about that whole draft process leading up to it and then eventually getting a phone call from St. Louis saying that you've been drafted by them?
Yeah, it was crazy. Every year the draft comes up, and I always reminisce on it. This is actually the 10-year anniversary of me being drafted. So time really does fly by. It was really a roller coaster. Just even that last year, my senior year of high school was just a lot of ups and downs and just a lot of uncertainty. Um, Going to all different showcases, talking to different college scouts, college coaches, pro scouts, and then just I was pretty close to committing and like fully thinking I was going to go to college out of high school and not get drafted. But the Cardinals called me in the 10th round and they didn't even ask me if I wanted to sign. They just picked me. And then they're like, we'll figure out the details after. So it ended up working out. So it was a really great experience, and happy to be part of that organization during that time.
Yeah, and since then you obviously played a few seasons with St. Louis, and then you played for Ottawa in the Can-Am League for one season, and then eventually came to Guelph. So between all those memories of IBL, Can-Am, minor league baseball, what's been your favorite memory playing the sport?
That's a tough question. There's so many. Uh, Maybe my favorite memory would be playing Team Canada and the junior national team. That was great experience. Just love playing for your country, getting to travel, got to play in Australia, got to play in Taiwan, a bunch of different places. I'd probably say that was my favorite baseball experience. And then I also have a few other ones like playing professionally in Australia in the winter. That was another great experience. But I'd probably say just getting the opportunity to play for my country.
That's so amazing. It sounds like you've had so many amazing opportunities with baseball, and I'm sure you're going to continue to have lots more, especially with Guelph. But we're going to veer away a little bit from baseball, and we're going to get into the more fun questions. So first question is, if there is one place in the world that you could travel to, where would it be and why?
There's one place in the world I could travel to. I feel like there's so many great places that I want to get to, but I just haven't got the chance to get there yet. Um, hmm. There's one place that I could get to. Where would it be? Hmm. Maybe I would say Egypt, get to go see the pyramids. I
Yeah,
think that
that's
would maybe be like that's one of the wonders of the world that just popped into mind. That's definitely on my list, and I can think of it right now. So I'd definitely go with that one, Egypt and the pyramids.
I got
Awesome.
worried.
Yeah,
I thought we stumped you on the first question. I got a little nervous.
Now, this one, I know the next one's gonna be a quick answer for sure, maybe, hopefully. When it comes
Okay.
to if you could pick one superpower, what would you pick and why?
Ooh, that's a good one. That's a fun one. If I could one superpower,
Yeah.
hmm, I think there's like three on my mind right now. It's maybe being able to teleport, um, tell the future, or time travel. Those are the three that I'm thinking right now. So I would maybe think the ability to read the future. I'm gonna go with that.
Interesting.
Yeah.
If you could like see what your future was going to look like, would you want to fully know like everything that's going to happen and when it's going to happen?
No, I would only want to know like specific events and things like that, just so I could just peek ahead. But I wouldn't want to be able to just know everything, because then like what's the fun in that? That just ruins everything.
Yeah, exactly. A little teaser. That makes
Yeah,
sense.
yeah. If I can just do specific things, and then that'd be good. But I just don't want the whole picture.
Exactly.
Yeah.
What is the first thing that you'd buy if you won the lottery?
First thing that I would buy. If I won the lottery, probably have to buy like a vacation home somewhere hot.
In
Like
Egypt.
not Egypt. I wouldn't say Egypt. That would be the first. I would probably want to buy something hot, maybe in one of the spring training places like Arizona or Florida. So just start out with that and then start planning my trip to Egypt after that.
Baby steps. It all makes sense.
Yeah.
If you could be any animal, what animal would you want to be and why?
I could be any animal. Maybe I would say maybe like a cheetah, just because they're so fast. They're like the fastest animal in the kingdom, I guess, and they're just natural predator, and they get to just like hang out most of the time, other than when they're hunting. So that'd be a cool one.
Easy answer given how fast you are on the bases, right? So that makes sense. If you could go back in time to one year, not a time frame, just one certain year, what year would you go back and travel back to?
If I could go back to 1 year, maybe I would say I think I would go back. I'm just trying to make sure it's the right year. I think 2018. So that was my last season of affiliated ball. That was the year when I was with Cincinnati Reds. And that was just a really good opportunity for me, playing in high A with Daytona there in their minor league system there. So I would definitely want to go back and give that year another shot, just see how things would maybe play out differently.
Nice. Okay. And then when it comes to the next question, everyone always has a different answer for this one. If you were stuck on a deserted island with one teammate, who do you want to be stuck with and why? If you had to pick one teammate to be stuck with.
Man, okay. Maybe I would say, I feel like I'm gonna regret saying this one, but Josh Garton.
Yeah, we get that one a lot.
I think I would, at least I wouldn't be bored if I was stuck with him. I might go crazy, but at least I wouldn't be bored. So I'd go with Garton.
Well, obviously, if you're stranded, entertainment is the most important. So we respect your answer. But what is the coolest fact about you?
Coolest fact about me. Well, I already kind of talked about it, but when I was really young, when I was like 10, 11 years old, I was really into martial arts, and I ended up getting a black belt in Taekwondo. So that's one thing that people don't really know about me. I was really into combat sports when I was younger. I did Taekwondo and boxing. And then after that, kind of transitioned fully into like baseball, like full time.
That's so cool. Like multi-talented. I'm very jealous. But lastly, the way we end our podcast, who is your hero and why?
Who is my hero? I would say my dad's my hero, just because he coached me and my brothers growing up, like all three of us. He got an opportunity to coach all three of us at least at some given moments. So he started out coaching me when I played Mississauga Majors, AAA. And then we got approached by the Ontario Blue Jays, and we ended up being a package deal. I came over, and then my dad became a coach there, really helped me with my baseball journey, and then helped my brother Rashad and my youngest brother Khalid as well in similar fashion, and just always there to support us and give us good advice, and just always just be there.
That's so amazing. I definitely think the most important people are the ones who impact us and influence us and kind of lead us into making the decisions and end up where we are now as adults. But thank you so much for joining us today, Malik. It was great to get to know you, and we look forward to watching you absolutely kill it for the rest of the season. For Ryan Eakin, I'm Teresa Skubik, and this has been Royalty.
All right, take care. Thank you so much.